Welcome to Mic Check Waifu Waifu.
Mic check, waifu. Ma, tell him. Is that you?
It's about to be a slice of an episode.
This is episode 317 of Mic Check Waifu. As always, it's brought to you by Patreon. Patreon.com/Mic Check Waifu is where you can get early access to the video version of this podcast. This is where you can get access to the Patreon exclusive podcast, the after story. Is where you can get access to the pre-show, which goes live 2 days before this episode airs for everyone. Thank you so much for supporting us. Patreon producers, Dad Needs to Talk Podcast. Check out Dad Needs to Talk Podcast. Christian, the archivist, aka Death Sight. Fear, Cad the Pro from Chaotic Culture Podcast. Check out Chaotic Culture Podcast. Explicitly All for One Man, Matthew, Simi Sensei, Frozen, Rob Stone, and last but not least, T Money Fingers. Welcome back, T Money Fingers. Thank you so much for producing this and many episodes of the podcast. We truly couldn't do it without you. It means the world to us. Thank you so much. Very special episode. Mic Check Waifu is the anime podcast that's brought to you every Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. CT. But make sure, if you're into video games, you check out our video game podcast. YouTube.com/@respect, RESPEC games. Check out our gaming podcast, Respect Games, podcast. Subscribe. Listen to the episode. Most recent episode 8 will be out tomorrow by the time you're hearing it. So make sure you check that out over there. We appreciate all the support and we are getting there as well. Our YouTube is growing fast over there on Respect. I gotta say thank you all for that. It means the world to us. Okay. As we start off with every episode of Mic Check Waifu episode, what is your episode of the week? Telliano?
Seeing as we missed a fabulous anime this week, Secrets of the Silent Witch.
I miss her.
We did have some good episodes this week, but I have to say the most enjoyable one for me to watch this week was My Dress Up Darling.
Okay. My episode of the week this week is The Flagrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. The first 2 episodes of that dropped. And I'm a cheat. Both of them are my episodes of the week this week. It came in extremely hot, unique, fun, and the ability to deliver these characters so eloquently, so brilliantly, is a talent that not a lot of slice of life can do. And that's why the topic is what it is today, because of shows like this. For you to come in 2 episodes deep, and again, a lot of people are already so far ahead, so I don't know if this is end up being complete shit later on down the road, but for them to just, for 2 episodes, build a beautiful base for these characters it validates me in a way that makes me happy. And the reason why I say that is because characters being the most important piece of anime is it just feels validating to know that, like, I feel right about that thought process, right? Like, characters has to be good for the show to be good. And these characters that was introduced early in the show, even, supporting cast of characters, are very good. And that is making this show so enjoyable already. 2 episodes deep. It felt like I feel like I'm watching something I feel can be 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 already, just 2 episodes deep. And that is very rare to do. But because of the characters are that good, then it's where we are,
Yeah, you need solid characters to thrive. So
Yeah.
that has to be a fact.
Especially in slice of life. I mean, because that's all they have, right? They don't have a world that you can, be attached to per se, or they don't have any action or power fantasies or, other things that you can gravitate towards to make the watching more enjoyable if you don't have great characters. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. The fantasy has to be relatable.
Exactly.
Or conceivable. Conceivable
is definitely the term. It's great, man. It was a great 2 episodes. Sorry to rattle on about that for my episode of the week, but I just have to. Did you watch the first 2?
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah, I should have.
I really would have loved to have gone spoiler talk on that one, but I get it. Before we get into,
I didn't see that you watched it until late, so.
Oh, okay. I should have texted you. I figured you saw it in Discord that it was out, but I digress. Before we get into the topic of the show, Tell, what's been up with your watch list this week? Any developments, if you will?
Epic Hero, ugly guy, Epic Hero, Epic Fighter had a slow episode this week.
I didn't even watch it.
Of course, I didn't think you would watch it. Gachiakuta. I don't want to make this a topic, but it's the episodes are popular within a certain community because of its coding, and by coding I mean the way that it's languaged and phrased. It's very black. It's very black coded.
Oh, that's cool.
Like the way that they said, "Let's kick it," this episode, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I can see why the community is gravitating towards it.
Yeah,
I still don't think it's good. And I don't say that to. I'm not trying to like necessarily yuck nobody's yum.
Right.
When I say that, but the show hasn't really given us a lot to thrive off of. I do think this episode had emotional context, but we didn't have development like how you just talked about. You know what I mean? They spent 2 episodes developing this scenario and these characters.
Yeah.
This character, they spent 2 minutes in the beginning of the episode developing, and then kind of went in, and it was like we had this moment and it just didn't feel as impactful as it should have been. I think the show still has a lot of potential, but brother,
still,
I do. I think it has a lot of potential. Like, I see
having potential. What 10 episodes in?
But hear me out.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, right? Because and when I say this, and just hear me out when I say this, because I feel right saying this, but I also feel like this is kind of blasphemous. It gives me a Hunter x Hunter vibe. Like, this could be really, really cool.
A show full of moments.
For moments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It feels like that. And I feel like it just has these cool moments, but then you get outside of the moments and it's like, okay, it's a show again. Just a show.
Yeah. I don't know why my camera, sorry for the YouTube viewers, but the camera's focusing on my guild flag back there. I don't know why. So I might be
We know why.
Yeah, true. But yeah, no, I can't find myself. I'm able to turn on other shit and continue it. Like, for instance, my list, the changes in my list is I caught up to fuck is this shit called? I can't even remember the name of it. Call of the Night season 2.
Oh, okay. I did watch some more of that.
I'm all caught up, and shout out to Fear. Fear mentioned that it does get better after I mentioned that I watched 4 episodes, and he was right. It did get better. Is it good? Nah, man. This shit fucking mad boring. And predictable as fuck. So here's the thing. I'm watching it, and as they're showing stuff and as they're talking, these characters are so fucking just blech that I just don't care. And then when they deliver the scenario in a situation that's supposed to be a twist or turn, there's no twist or turn about it. It's as predictable as it could possibly be when it comes to delivering who is who and what is what. And I'm like, yo, like if you did this before you introduced this character, I would have completely like, oh, that's fire. But because you introduced this character so early on, and then the minute you show this character again, you do the flashback. And that's another topic that we need to talk about one day is flashback placement. Because I think that's so important in shows when you're trying to do character development, because this flashback, the way it was placed, gave away the reveal, quote unquote, of what it was supposed to be. And it was, again, very predictable. Like, I'm not supposed to know that's who that is. Like, it's so obvious. It's as plain as day. So when the twist happens, it's not a twist. It's just more fucking just obvious storytelling that you see it from a mile away. But there is another twist that happens, again, very still predictable, that when it happens, it's like, okay, that was neat. But because the characters are so unlikable, I don't care about it at all. Like, I just don't care. I'm watching this shit because it's the aesthetics. It's aesthetically pleasing. You want to talk about lo-fi the show? This is the lo-fi the show for real. It's beautiful. The music is best intro, best outro of the season for both for Call of the Night season 2. Like, it honestly, I watched the intro and the outro every single time it came on, and it was fucking fantastic. Mirage, I even remember the name of the intro. It's called Mirage, and it's fucking fantastic. I would listen to it right now, just because. And then the outro is even better than the intro. I'm like, damn. So that, again, it's aesthetically pleasing, and the music is really fucking good. Everything else is piss poor, but I'm gonna finish it because I am curious enough to see where it goes.
Can I say something?
Yeah, of course.
Because I only watched the first 2 episodes, and technically I watched more. I watched into episode 3, but I watched episode 2 and 3 back to back.
They were so boring.
And I felt like my soul was being drained from my body.
Yeah.
And I mean that in the most respectful way possible, bro. But I don't know what happened. I'm watching the second episode and I felt myself losing it. And then I get to the third episode and I'm just like,
When Fear said it gets better at 6 through 9 in the Discord, he's not playing. Like, you have to get through the first 5. And once you can make it through that, it's tolerable. Like, it's actually
dragging through the mud to get to the show.
Yes, bro. Yes, it's just like that.
And I know I was hype on this. I was more on this show than you were. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do have to admit that it did feel like I was just being dragged down watching. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. And I know what's going on. I just did not feel like it was drawing me in.
It was an absolute snooze fest, the beginning. And again, it's the character's fault. Like, the characters are just so you know, and a lot of stuff that happens in the story, like early on, spoilers for season 2 of Call of the Night season 2, but it's not a real big deal. His best friend in season 1 was upset at him for making a decision that he made. And then quickly after that happens, he figures out somebody he's talking to happens to be a vampire, and he's considering turning into a vampire almost instantly at a drop of a dime, because this person that he ended up liking is a vampire. After he gets on his best friend and he punches his best friend in season 1, gets super pissed off about him making this stupid decision of becoming a vampire, he instantly decides, I'm gonna be a vampire. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, you went through all that shit in season 1. It was a big fucking deal at the end of season 1 of him being upset at his best friend for making this obscene choice at changing his life completely for this girl. And he's doing the exact same thing for the exact same reason. I'm like, what the fuck what are we talking about? Like, where's the development? Where's the
contradictions? Contradicting, bro.
Listen, just talk about it. So it was frustrating to watch, none the least. But again, because it looks so good and because it sounds so good, I didn't mind it. I just finished it all in one day. Caught up to it in one day, I mean. But yeah, and then also the downfall of A Couple of Cuckoos needs to be studied. This show fucking stinks, man. It go from
really,
yeah, it's not good. It goes from being like Couple of Cuckoo season 1 had some very interesting plot points and intrigue when it came to the main character and his situation. Couple of Cuckoo is about 2 high school students that found out that they were actually switched at birth. So the guy was these 2 students, male and female, they were switched at birth, and so they have 2 completely different parents than what they're supposed to have. One is in with a rich family, which is where the son's supposed to be, and the other is with a more I guess eccentric family that owns a little restaurant that is very rinky-dink, and they don't have as much money as the male do. But they were switched at birth, and they met each other. The 4 parents and the 2 kids, they met each other, and the parents decided they're going to force the kids to marry each other so that they can actually fix this whole being a part of 2 different family situation. And they're not for it. They're like, we don't want to be forced into this marriage. And then they supposed to be building this relationship. He has a crush on somebody else, and she just doesn't want to be forced to be married. So ended up becoming this whole shindig and introducing this his crush, and he's like, I'm actually in love with this girl, and she's like, well, let's just do this for our parents and prove to them that we don't have to be married in order for this to work or whatever. And that was very interesting in season 1. In season 2, they introduced another girl, which is his childhood best friend, aka his first love, and then it's more about his quote unquote sister, which is not his real sister because it's obviously they were switched at birth. His sister falling in love with him, and that is where it gets weird, because regardless of if y'all not blood related, y'all were raised from baby together essentially. So like, you know, sister brother romance is never gonna be okay for me, and they're leaning into that heavily this season, and it just doesn't work for me.
So did the show actually fall off, or did it just introduce a trope that you don't like?
It fell off because it's
because I know we would watch that and be like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
I know both of us would. So that's why I was asking, because I know I'd like, yeah, I'm good on watching this.
And it's not even just that trope per se, because the trope is a terrible, terrible trope, but it's the everything else surrounding it with the other girl being introduced, and it's like it's. You know how I say you got to make a choice when you watch a slice of life. You have to pick the best girl just to have fun in the conversation and have that water cooler conversation. This one, it's like
nobody to pick.
No, there is somebody to pick. It's so blatantly obvious, but it's obvious for everyone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it would be super hard for you to pick the best girl in Quintessential Quintuplets, or the best girl in Makeine Sisters, or My Teen Romantic Comedy Senfu. It's hard to pick.
Amagami Sisters, yeah.
Yep, it's hard to pick those girls. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all unique and special in their own right. It's only one girl here that is worth a damn in any scenario. So everybody should pick her. But because of this whole scenario, it's like, what the fuck is he not picking her? You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily that he's not picking her, but it's like, you already got your answer here. What are we doing all this other extra shit for? And it don't feel right. So the downfall has to be studied with that. I'm so disappointed that it hurts my feelings, because I really was looking forward to a Couple of Cuckoo season 2, but not anymore. I'm going to finish it, but it's rough. It hurts. Okay. Now, before we get into the main topic, final announcement. Next week is the fall preview episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to post the thread for the fall anime preview, and you guys can drop your one sleeper, and your most anticipated shows for the fall anime season coming up really relatively soon, in about 3 weeks from the time you're hearing this. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
It's time.
How you feel about it?
I just looked at dates. I didn't look at anything that was coming.
Yeah. 26
so
days.
I don't know what to expect, but I just looked at dates. So I do think that it will be a
yeah, I'm looking at the dates now without looking at what the shows are. It's a lot of actual. A lot of times we go off like how many days. If it shows the days in which shows are supposed to be released, and that's how you know we're ready. And then it's a lot of shows that have days right now. 26/17 for whatever that one was.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm trying not to look at it yet.
Yeah, me either.
To go in as fresh as possible.
Yep.
So that when y'all have y'all sleepers and y'all made y'all choices, whatever Polow and I choose will be fresh and good to go. Polow and Crystal gonna choose the same thing.
I hope not. Again, I'm not going to, I don't look at it until the episode of, like, I go in, I do look at it, obviously. I acknowledge the fact that I saw it by just hearting it, whatever they post, but I don't ever read it until the show. So
I understand that. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
So the problem is, a lot of the times we just don't know what is going to be read or said or anything. So those are always fun, man. I love the preview episodes. I think I have the most fun doing those episodes.
They are fun. It's almost like how, remember, we tried to do the anime draft pick.
Yeah. What a time.
This is basically that.
Yeah. A lot cleaner, though, I would say, for sure. All right. Now, for the main topic of the show today. Today we are going to build, give, and maybe we could do this with other genres when when topics ideas are slow. But top 10 genre list. And the first genre we're gonna do this time is slice of life. My favorite genre. This is gonna be a tough one, I think, personally. Tell got a chance to actually build his list. I didn't. I'm just looking through stuff and kind of going off the top of my head. So I'm praying that I don't fuck this up. And I might fuck this up. You know what? Fuck it. If I decide that I'm going to reorder some stuff in the middle of doing a list, I'm going to do it. Because I didn't get a chance to write mine down.
My top 10, my top 5 was almost immediate.
Yeah, I could see mine being that way as well. And remember, we are obviously going from 10 to number 1. But yeah, I think my top 5 is pretty set. So when I close my eyes, I can see them. I can see these shows. So,
and it is one. And you know what's funny is, like, I did this list completely, like, somewhat impulsively after 5, and I'm like, number 8 I kind of want at number 6.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like number 8 could enter my top 5 just based off how I feel about it.
Interesting.
But I'm putting it at number 8 because it's just like it's middle of the second part of the top 5. It's middle of my top 5 part 2.
Yeah. All right, let's get started then, man. What's your number 10? I'm gonna have you start because
my honorable mention is Beastars.
Honorable mention. The fuck?
Oh man.
Beastars.
My number 10, and just hear me out when I say this.
I ain't judging.
This specific anime kind of changed my perspective on slice of life, but it was Higehiro.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, I guess for the stipulations, we're not doing any movies, any sports. Okay, anything that's primarily sports, obviously, we're not doing. It has to be primary slice of life with some sports in it, or it has to be slice of life. So yeah, you get it. And no movies as well. Movies do not count. So stuff like A Silent Voice can't be in there. It's a movie. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Stuff like that. Okay. My number 10. I thought this was going to be easy. 10 wise, but it's not. It's not that easy 10 wise because it's like certain stuff you want to push in there, but you can't, right? Because it's just not enough room. And number 10 for me is I'm gonna have to go with, and this might seem like it's very high, but Kaguya-sama Love is War at number 10. Very funny. Very great, a great cast of characters that you enjoy. It's a top tier slice of life. It's one of the higher rated slice of lives. Done by A1 Pictures. Has 89%. Funny enough on any list, so it's very popular. But it's just, for me personally, there's others that have more of a, subjective like more. You know what I mean? So number 10, Kaguya-sama Love is War. Number 9.
My number 9. And hear me out. My list is made strictly off how things made me feel when I was watching them.
Okay.
And like I said, this is kind of impulsive, especially at this part of it. More than a married couple, but not lovers.
Ooh.
I thought that was
damn. That's a great one.
When we did watch it, I felt like it was a very fresh take for me, at least. You know what I mean? How it was laid out, very what was going on. For me, it just felt fresh, and I really enjoyed how it was prescribed to us.
And as a veteran of slice of life, it was a very fresh take for me too. Very unique show, for sure. Number 9 for me is From Me to You, a classic 2009 show that I completed actually relatively recently. Has a lot of seasons, but it's very, 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 very good. Very, very, very good. From Me to You is a special show. Again, great cast of characters. There is inherently a problem with it, From Me to You, though, and that's the miscommunication. You know, it's so apparent in From Me to You that it hurts. It just hurt, but it's the work through is worth it. Number 8.
All right, so this is the one that I said that I was struggling with.
You can move,
and it's because, in my opinion, Ganta and Nozaki are absolutely great characters, and I love them so much. But Insomniacs After School was just personally one that I just thoroughly enjoyed so much.
Yeah,
it was great. It was great, and it's one that stays in my mind. It's like ever present. So
yeah. For me, one that's ever present at my number 8. It's got to be Real Life for me. It's not Remake Our Life. It's Real Life. Real Life is, I think, again, very unique situation. Very different. The situation is kind of supernatural in a sense, but it's still mostly slice of life because it's about a guy taking a pill to go back to his high school days, and he's reliving his life from high school again. And it's just special. It's just very, very special because the scenario and situation is like, is this okay? You know, should I be feeling, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole whirlwind of emotions that I enjoy a lot. And again, great cast of characters. It's unavoidable. Number 7.
Now this one does have a little bit of recency bias. I'm just gonna hit you with that to begin with, but it only had a few shortcomings in my opinion, but I thought it was amazing in so many different regards, minus it's a couple of shortcomings. But Maki and Too Many Losing Heroines was another one that just really, it was really good for so much of it.
Yeah.
That it's hard to not keep it in my mind.
Yeah. What number was that?
That's number 7.
Yeah. My number 7, pretty easy. Masamune Kun's Revenge. Fucking love this series. Loved every second of it, every minute of it. It's just one of the slice of life that was like the happy rooting for what essentially was the villain, if you wanted to say that. I loved it, man. I loved everything about Masamune Kun's Revenge for sure.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah. Number 6.
My number 6 is, oddly enough, it should be a number 5. Quintessential Quintuplets. Polow put me on, man. And I was not disappointed in the slightest with this one. I think that it easily it would have been number 5 if it wasn't for my number 5.
Okay.
Obviously. But Quintessential Quintuplets was amazing.
Wow, that's funny. My number 6 is also Quintessential Quintuplets. I had it. It was funny is I had my mouse on it right after Masamune Kun's Revenge because that's exactly how I have it. Like I have it, Masamune Kun's Revenge, and then Quintessential Quintuplets. It's just.
But can I tell you something also very hilarious? And I made my list before I did this. My number 5 is Masamune Kun's Revenge.
No shot. Is it really?
Dead serious.
That's so funny.
I think about Masamune Kun's Revenge. I'm like, yo,
That shit fire.
That was great. And there was another one that you was like, yo, we got to watch this. And I was like,
yeah, because
why is this so good?
I seen season 1 years even before we did the podcast, and I'm like, okay, season 2 dropping. I think it was it R that was coming out during the recording of the podcast, and I'm like, okay, you gotta watch it, because I did a whole rewatch of it, the whole series, and it was just great. And that was one of the ones where the dub is fucking spectacular too. Like a couple of these slice of life on our I know on our lists have amazing dubs, and that is definitely one of them. All right, number 5, Till.
That was mine.
You did number 5. My number 5. This is where it gets a little challenging for me, but I got to do it. My number 5 is they're so fucking interchangeable here.
Mm-hmm. You're almost there.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's go with Golden Time at number 5.
I was waiting for that one.
Yeah, Golden Time at number 5, easy. It's just spectacular. One of the more dramatic, emotional slice of life that can hurt a lot. So Golden Time from my number 5. Number 4 for you, Tel.
No, don't shoot me when I say this.
Yeah.
But I do love this series, and it is one of my all-time favorite slice of life with one of my all-time favorite MCs ever. But My Teen Romantic Comedy is my number 4. It's submitted as a goated series in general, but yeah, My Teen Romantic Comedy. This is one of the first real slice of life that Polow put me on to, and it will always have a place in my top 5.
Yeah. My number 4 is actually Toradora. Toradora is unbelievable. Again, very emotional. A show that we should probably review at one point. But yeah, it's a great slice of life. I'm not gonna speak on it too much because I think in the future we're gonna review it. So Toradora for sure. At number 4 for me. Number 3, Telliano.
My number 3. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not even sure if this counts as slice of life.
Talk about it.
Oshi No Ko.
No, that's not. Nah.
But I feel like there's so many episodes where it is slice of life. And
yeah, that's a tough one because it's a real balance between the supernatural, but then it's like psychological mystery type of maybe.
But when it's in the slice of life bag, it's crazy, and I love those moments.
We could call it slice of life. We could call it slice of life for your list. I didn't consider it one because I just feel like it was more of a psychological. I ain't fucking horror sometimes even. Fuck.
Yeah.
To be fair, but no, that's a great one. You got that one. You got that one over on me for sure. Because I did not consider that slice of life, which is a mistake on my part. But yeah. For me, what's the number I'm on? 3. Yeah. Rascal Does Not Dream of a Bunny Girl, or Rascal Does Not Dream of series. Fan-fucking-tastic. It is just, I promise you, once y'all watch this again, and if you're watching it, watch Rascal Does Not Dream of a Bunny Girl, and then watch the subsequent movies afterward. Like, you have to watch those movies. They're very much a part of the overall story, and and in the most recent episode, the dubbed episode that I watched yesterday, I believe I watched it. Fucking fantastic, man. And it calls back the scientific aspect of it, the character conversation and dialogue, the back and forth. And again, this is one of the dubs that is absolutely spectacular. It is probably my second favorite dub on this list. But yeah, it is top tier. Rascal Does Not Dreams of series is incredible. Number 3? 2?
Number 2.
2.
So my number 2 is very near and dear to my heart, and recency bias aside, I would have had it here regardless. My Dress Up Darling.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think that since season 1, it has been cemented in my brain as like arguably my top 3 in slice of life.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's that good regardless.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, it is worthy of a top 10 list for sure. But because my list is so extensive, I couldn't fit it. I can't fit it. And obviously, again, objectively, My Dress Up Darling is better than probably my last 5. But subjectively, these are just my shows that I just am so attached to that My Dress Up Darling just, it can't fit in there. Honestly, there's no space in my heart.
It's like your top 5 is your top 5.
Yeah, but my top 5, my top 5 is my top 5 for sure. And My Dress Up Darling wouldn't be in it even if it was objective or subjective there too. But my teen romantic comedy Snafu is my number 2, obviously. It's one of my favorite series of all time because, again, this is another one where the dubbed had me fucking an emotional wreck. And then I think about one scene in particular. I think I have the scene on my phone, but one scene in particular of when our guy, Hachiman, is literally verbally monologuing for the first time, his internal thoughts to these two other protagonists. It was emotional. It was gut punching. It was Adam Gibbs did a hell of a performance, and I wish I could clip it and put it in the show, but we'd get blown back by CrunchyRoll or whoever owns the rights to my teen romantic comedy Snafu. But it's that one moment. Adam Gibbs, his performance was so good that I want to listen to it after this episode because it's just that fucking good. But yeah, that was one of the slices of life that had me like fucking writhing and just like indecision because of the quality of its characters and like who do we choose, where do we go, how do we feel? It's number 2 for that reason. Del, your number 1 slice of life anime.
My number 1 is easy. It's so easy. I don't care. You'll never not hear me say Kyoya and Akishino. They deserve all the love in the world, and I want to continue to see how their life was remade. Remake Our Life is my number 1.
Yes,
it's my favorite.
I'm not surprised by that. It's a great show. A fucking great show. And then everyone in the world knows my number 1. It's Clannad, obviously.
Right.
There's no question, ifs, ands, or buts about that. Key Studios, one of my favorite studios, and they're fucking cooking with Summer Pockets too. And Summer Pockets is breaking my fucking heart too, but I love it all the same. Clannad is the first, again, the show that got me into slice of life, the show that changed my perspective on being able to let shows get you into that vulnerable state, and it's okay, you know. And that was the first time that ever happened, and it would forever be cemented. Like I fucking want to do a rewatch of it now, for that matter.
And that will forever be cemented into the Hall of Fame or Hall of Infamy for slice of life.
However you want to look at it, because
you ain't about to do me like that again. Never again.
Yeah, that was rough.
But you want to go through the top 10 one more time, just to refresh?
Yes.
All right. So Polow's number 10 was Kaguya-sama's Love is War. My number 10 was Higehiro. Polow had From Me to You for number 9. I had More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers. Polow had Read Life for number 8. I had Insomniacs After School. Polow had Masamune-kun's Revenge. I had Makeine Too Many Losing Heroines for number 7. Polow had Quintessential Quintuplets for number 6. And I had... Wait, was that Quintessential Quintuplets thing? No, we both had Quintessential Quintuplets for number 6.
Yeah. Sure, that's true.
For number 5, Polow had Golden Time, and for number 5, I had Masamune-kun's Revenge. For number 4, Polow had Toradora, and for number 4, I had My Teen Romantic Comedy. And for number 3, Polow had Rascal's Does Not Dream series, and I had Oshi No Ko. And for number 2, Polow had My Teen Romantic Comedy, which is a goated series, and I had My Dress Up Darling. And for number 1, we all know Polow had Clannad, and my number 1 is Remake Our Life, which is gonna always be that.
Yeah, there's some moves that, dude. There's so many fucking like My Dress Up Darling.
You want to reorganize it, don't you?
No. The organization of it is fine. I think My Dress Up Darling would be like number 11 or 10B if you know what I'm saying. Like that's just where it is. But because again, it's just maybe when it's done, it probably would be in my top 5 or top 10 for sure. Mm-hmm. But just thinking about More Than a Married Couple But Not Friends is great. It's so great, like and unique.
Yeah.
The seventh time loop. Neither one of us had that in there.
You're right, though. You're right. And
the Angel Next Door supposed to be riding.
The name. So I did look at the Angel Next Door. I thought about it. I did think about it.
It gotta, like, both of those have to be in like top 15.
Easy.
You know what I mean?
Easy. I still think about Galaxy Next Door.
Galaxy Next Door, super good.
For me, that was just like such a refreshing moment there.
Yeah. And obviously what we're mentioning now are honorable mentions. What else? There's just
the girl I like forgot her glasses. That was one that I liked it.
You like that one?
I loved that one, bro.
Really?
I loved that one.
I thought that was a pain in the ass.
But see, that's for you. This is for me. I actually really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. You know what? I think I want to make an adjustment.
What's that?
Let's eliminate
Sama Show.
No. Kaguya-sama Love is War.
What? Okay. And Kaguya-sama Love is War out.
And let's put in The Dangers in My Heart.
That makes sense.
Because that show is fucking spectacular and that deserves to be in my top 10. Dangers in My Heart is special. And like once you get past like what I believe it's the first 3 or 4 episodes where it's a little weird, it fucking takes off massively. So I love Kaguya-sama Love is War, and I do think it deserves to be in the top 10, but because My Dangers in My Heart had me just, again, writhing in just emotions, I got to give it that spot. I really do. Yeah.
You know what other one? And like I said, I don't know how you specifically feel about this one, but another one that also really made me, and I don't think you actually think about this one the way I did, but Love is Indivisible by Twins. I really enjoyed that one as well.
Yeah, that I liked it, obviously, but that was, again, that's one of the ones that's like, for me, an atypical B.
You were normal to it, yeah. You're normalized to that. You're like, that's normal for me.
Exactly. So, wow, yeah. Even the Akagami sisters, I think it is. That one was really good too, but it's so run of the mill that it's hard to like give it that credit, you know?
You know what? So there's 2 that I thought you were going to mention, one of which I need to actually watch. I thought, and I was like, if Polow mentions 100 Girlfriends, I'm gonna be very upset.
It's a great comedy.
But I did not think you would put that on. But does Scum's Wish not count?
No, it does count, but it's definitely not. Scum's Wish is like a guilty pleasure type of deal.
Okay, because I feel like you've mentioned Scum's Wish so much that I was actually expecting it to be in here. Like I was expecting Golden Time, Scum's Wish.
Golden Time is the good version of what Scum's Wish is, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, because those are 2 I was expecting. This is what I was expecting 100% on your list. My Romantic Comedy, Scum's Wish, Golden Time, Clannad. I was expecting Masamune Kun's Revenge, My Romantic Comedy. Those are the ones I was expecting for sure.
Yeah.
And I didn't get Scum's Wish. I think just about everything else, I was right on.
Scum's Wish, Domestic Girlfriend, those are like the ones that you're not supposed to like. I like them. You're not supposed to like them. You know what I mean?
Are they the messy ones?
Yeah, they're very messy. They're like a gross kind of messy. Like, not gross. I guess emotionally gross, but yeah, it's just like you feel icky after watching it. But no, they're definitely guilty pleasures, if you will. For sure. Scum's Wish is hilarious. I've read Scum's Wish too. I even read it.
I read it. I went back and read it.
Yeah, as soon as I finished the season, because it wouldn't get no more, so I ended up reading it. I'm like, yeah, this is a mess, an absolute mess. Yeah, let's dive into it. The thing, again, I talked about this at the beginning of the podcast, but what makes Slice of Life so special is the characters and the development of those characters. I truly think without any development, and I think Horimiya even could have been in my top 10. the development of those characters. Like, I love when slice of life offers me something that where there's progression. And I think all of my top 10 has a major progression point or even an end, because what happens in slice of life is, and this is very prominent in movies, is that they progress to a point and then it just cuts off. It doesn't give you any after. It doesn't give you any, because I feel like they don't know how to write the after in a lot of slice of life, and especially movies. But in particular, my list is full of shows that have afters, that have finite ends, and those ends are established with like relationship building and growth. And that's why I think most of mine are done shows too, like that are completely done when I look at it. Yeah, For Me to You, Real Life, Masamune, Quintessential, Golden Time, Toradora, Rascal Does Not. Yeah, all of these are completed shows. So Dangerous in My Heart isn't. That's why I think.
Is Rascals Did Not Dream, is that completed?
No, neither is that one. You're right. But so two of my shows, and yeah, if I didn't add Dangerous in My Heart, it would have been only Rascal Does Not Dream Of, or the only shows that don't have a completion. But to be fair, Rascal Does Not Dream Of has, can I say that? Is that a spoiler? Has a relationship? That's okay, right? I mean,
No.
it's slice of life.
It's a slice of life. They have a relationship.
Yeah. It has an actual relationship. So, it's not. You can kind of consider that to be finite, but a lot of stuff don't get those relationships. Looking at your list, Oshi No Ko don't. I guess not yet. Anyway.
Yeah.
Higehiro doesn't, but that's just fucking pure gas writing, though.
Yeah,
like,
but it wasn't supposed to. You know
exactly
what I mean?
right. Exactly right. Remake Our Life doesn't really either. But again, that's another one where I feel like it doesn't supposed to either. Isn't supposed to. It's only a couple. Your list is very similar to mine in that aspect, I guess, huh?
I mean, yeah, but I obviously I feel like mine might have more, because Remake Our Life is done. My Dress of Darling is not. Oshi No Ko is not. That's complete. That I don't think. I think Makeine Too Many Losing Heroines is gonna have more. Insomniacs After School, I don't think will have more.
Nope. But it does have a conclusion.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Four of mine are basically possible extensions.
But again, what makes these so special, and in particular, the reason why I thought about it too is what I watched recently with the Fragrant. Well, sorry, it's a brand new show. I just watched it literally today. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, dude. Just to talk about that real quick. I guess since it's episode 1, we can spoil it, but it's about a guy who goes to a school that is considered a delinquent school, or the stupid school is what they call it. And that school is next to a prestigious all-girls school. And that prestigious all-girls school fucking cannot stand anybody that goes to that school that's next door, because they're quote-unquote delinquents, right? And it's about a girl who goes to the main male character's house, which just happens to be a bakery, because he lives, his mom owns a bakery, and shit ensues. And the main character is this big, scary, hulking, blonde-haired dude that people are terrified of, but all it is him just being misunderstood. He's a fucking teddy bear, essentially. And when people see him, they think of the opposite. But again, shout out to Robbie, who's the voice actor for the dub dude character. He's fucking fantastic. He's a part of like Critical Role and stuff like that. Great voice acting. The female Netflix, for some reason, does the female voice actresses just
dirty.
Yeah, man. It's just, the direction. She's not great. With respect. Wrong show, I guess. But she's not great as far as the dub goes, but everybody else is fantastic. And again, just in these first 2 episodes, the way they establish who these characters are so soon, so quickly, it's like it goes. And it's like in these first 2 episodes, I'm already so attached to these characters that I think within both of our lists, I can confidently say that it's early attachment and it's great character development with internal monologues all throughout all of these shows on our list. I think that's what they all have in common. And I think without that, it's kind of tough to be a good slice of life.
You have to relate to all these characters early on.
You have to. Yeah, every last one of them. But probably not. Yeah, no, all of them. I mean, maybe not from me to you, because she's a little. I don't know, because I like confidence sometimes,
Yeah, it's still relatable.
Yeah, it's still relatable. Yeah, yeah. I guess that's really it. What makes Slice of Life special to you? The newer Slice of Life enjoyer.
For me, I would say there has to be a level of uniqueness to it in regards of like what is directly being portrayed to me, right? Because to be fair, while I look at a lot of my list, right, and a lot of it is relationship oriented, I think of, like I said, uniqueness and Insomniacs After School. It doesn't feel like it's so heavily relationship centered in terms of like them being together.
Right.
But it is about them being together. It's about them spending time together, just finding a place to sleep, and then how it evolved from that sleep to becoming entwined in each other's lives. And that to me just felt genuine. It feels so genuine in that regard.
Yeah.
Oshi No Ko, while like I said, we can teeter the line on whether it's slice of life or not.
It totally is.
I feel like not only is it deeply heart-wrenching in some regards, it's more of the portrayal and how some of that like trauma or other situations come to light in how the regular day-to-day activities take place for these people. It just feels, like I said, like once again, a lot of it can feel genuine, and Remake Our Life is something that to me, and this is what I love the most about Remake Our Life, is not only is it going back and so to relive your dream and redo what you wanted as your dream, because he was already technically doing his dream job.
That's true.
He just went back and redid it in the way that he wished he had to get the best out of it. But what are the repercussions of that? And that to me was like, that's unique. And it was cool. It was refreshing. And not on top of all of that, I absolutely loved those characters. Masamune Kun's Revenge, brother. Like I said, to me, while it may be a common thing within anime, to me, this felt so new. This one was new. This felt great to watch. And there to me, there was nothing like it. The Quintessential Quintuplets, when I first watched it, same thing. I don't think I've ever actually watched an anime that was, I guess, harem-esque centered, but like
tastefully
and done in this regard. And then how it ended, it just put a nice bow on everything and said, here you go. I was not expecting a bow at all, to be fair.
That's what you would normally get in Slice of Life, not the bow.
Yeah. And Higehiro, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
It was special.
That it's a lot of it, and I look at this list, to me, most of them are unique in their own ways. They all have some sense of uniqueness, but a lot of it is genuine, and it feels like it could be relatable or real in some regards. So yeah, that's what makes Slice of Life special to me. If it feels genuine, if it feels unique and genuine, I'm there for it.
Yeah. I don't think there is, dude. Oh gosh, I gotta get you to watch Golden Time too, because I think that'll probably hit your list too. It's just so good, man. All of these are just so good. It just makes me want to go and find more Slice of Life, and I think that's what I think is so special about like Koroko's Connect. I'm just looking at all these Slice of Life that I watched, and it's just like, it's so many shows that I grow attached to the characters, and I haven't thought about them and forever until this, until this list.
And to be fair, almost made my list Hamtaro.
What are we spoiling this week, Till?
Don't know. Hey, you heard me. It's ham time.
I hate Hamtaro so much.
In the history of Mic Check Waifu, Hamtaro has been mentioned in how many episodes?
Probably at least 100.
I have mentioned that anime so many times for no good reason, bro.
At least 100 times. Can we talk about Kaiju number 8?
We can definitely talk about that.
Yeah, I just
to be fair, there's not really much I want to spoil this week. To be completely fair, I think Kaiju number 8 really.
I was reincarnated as the seventh prince too. I want to talk about that as well. And it's just maybe it's just getting stuff off my chest for these two particular shows.
Okay.
Yeah, because then we could factor in Christian the Archivist comment for
yes
that he posted on Patreon for that episode, and then that could be it. All right, let's get to know my check waifu real quick. It's my turn to read the question, your turn to roll the number.
The number is 91.
Do you enjoy anime with a lot of action or more dialogue heavy series? That's a loaded question.
Yeah. Because if this had been a few years before the podcast, I would strictly say action.
Yeah.
But I feel like right before the podcast started, maybe a couple years before the podcast started, the anime I started watching was more dialogue centric or world centric, where the context of the world was more important than the actual action itself. Because I even think about like the Fate series that I love so much. It was never the action specifically, like the animation, all that stuff. Yeah, it was beautiful,
spectacular. But
the world, the context of the world, what was happening, what the Holy Grail meant, I loved that. That was what I cared the most about. So yeah, I think context and the dialogue is important.
It's ironic because we're about to talk about Kaiju number 8, but Kaiju number 8 is a perfect example of this line where they just can't do both. And what I mean by that is it's like they have heavy dialogue, but the heavy dialogue is just again, like I said in Discord, a bunch of self-loathing. Like I gotta do this, and it's doing that for fucking the entire episode. And it's episodes on top of episodes on top of episodes where it's just like that. Where again, then when we get to the action, it's like barely the action we want to see because I don't know what it's too busy doing other shit. So I am definitely more dialogue heavy because again, the better, the more intentional the dialogue, the more intentional and fleshed out the characters are. And what makes an anime great, first and foremost, is the characters. Again,
because Managra has a ton of dialogue
to bring it back around. Yeah, exactly. So definitely dialogue for sure. Action is cool. Like to transition to the spoiler talk. This is the spoiler half of the show where we're going to spoil Kaiju number 8 episode, whatever episode it is.
Can't even find it.
Episode 8. Episode 8 of Kaiju number 8 season 2 is Kaiju number 8 season 2 makes me want to turn on Chainsaw Man. Because I watched Kaiju number 8 because I'm expecting some action. And I'm getting it few and far between though. And when I'm getting it, it's again followed by a bunch of fucking self-loathing. And I can't, I'm so tired of it. I cannot stand, I have to do this. If I want to stand next to her, I gotta do this, but I can't do this. but I want to do this. But you can't transform. Don't transform because now we'll watch your back. We'll do this for you. We'll bop, 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 we'll bop, bop, we'll bop, bop. And it's just a bunch of that over and over and over again. And I'm like, okay, enough. I'm about to turn on Chainsaw Man. I just want to see somebody fucking fight. Like Chainsaw Man, it knows exactly what it is, and that's why I enjoy it because it doesn't try to be anything else. Kaiju number 8 is trying to be something else with its quote unquote writing, and it's just fucking, it's overdone. It's over the top. It's just too much that and again, I was looking forward to this a lot this season because of what happened last season. I'm like, okay, now we're finally about to get into the shit, and we're just not getting into the shit because we're too busy diving into people's emotional bullshit. So,
and I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if you're feeling me on this, but this is just how I feel. Episode felt mad fluffy.
Yeah.
It was mad fluffy. It was like, what are we patting the time for?
Yeah, I don't know. We only have 3 more.
That's what I'm saying. We don't have to pad the time. And how they delivered, like you said, the final episodes of season 1. Why is this episode so fluffy?
Yeah.
It felt like I wasted time in so many different aspects of watching this episode. It felt fluffy, bro. And I think that is the issue that I have specifically with this is that, yes, contextually, dialogue is so very important. It's so very important. But repetitive dialogue, we're repeating the same dialogue, so to speak.
When does it end?
Yeah, bro. We get in here and it's like, it would be different if this dialogue built up anticipation.
Right. If it was a
dialogue
fresh time,
about number 9 more. You know what I mean? Talk about number 9 more.
Yep.
Talk about the dialogue of what is the effects of number 1 leading up to number 9. And it's like I want dialogue about the world if I'm going to get dialogue, not dialogue about how I'm inadvertently not doing what I said I was going to do the whole time.
Yep. And I can't do it now because it's like, dude, you just did it one time. You did it one time and now all of a sudden you can't do it anymore. What the fuck are we doing? Like, it's just, again, it's ironic that I talk about how I'm ready for the action after talking about how important the characters is and shit and heavy dialogue. But it comes to a point, it comes to a stand like like you said, we're repeating the same shit. We're fluffing up time in the show. We have 11 episodes. We're on episode 8. We have 11 of these. Where have we gone? Del, can you tell me where we gone?
To the stove.
That's it. We went around the corner.
I swear.
And got
back in.
Did we even come back yet? No, I don't think we came back from the store. We just went to the store. Like, are we ever going to come back from it? The most growth we got was 2 episodes basically with what our guy who gets to wear the number 6 suit. And those 2 episodes were pretty good. But again, it was still filled. Most of those 2 episodes were filled with him self-doubt, loathing in his own misery, his own incompetence. It's like, when was it? I want it to end now. Like,
let me say something that's kind of funny, but also not funny at the same time.
Please do.
I've been playing the Kaiju number 8 mobile game on my phone, and currently it's giving way more dialogue about the story than the anime is.
Yeah,
and
I'm
it's
not
like,
surprised.
Why do I gotta go to a mobile game to get that?
To get more lore.
I could be watching the anime. You feel me?
Yeah. I did again. There's maybe a couple of conversations, and when I'm in a couple of conversations, I'm in a couple of sentences that is new dialogue, that is new lore. Like our Ice Dude's captain, right? How he talked about his past with I don't even remember any of these characters' name. That's how it's pretty bad. Shiomiya's mom. And that little piece of dialogue was pretty good. I'm like, okay, that's decent. And then it goes right back to bullshit. It's just I don't know what to do about it. Like, I don't know how to feel about it.
What can you do about it? Ain't nothing you can do about it. Then you ain't producing it.
I'm mad. I'm just mad because I was so looking forward to it so much.
I agree. I was too. I also thought we were ramping up, bro.
Me too. I'm like, okay, we get
it was time to go kaiju.
Yep. We get to go kaiju now.
Everybody know who I am now.
Yep.
I'm proving myself.
Ain't got nothing to worry about.
It's time to get active. And now the demon within trope is being held back. You remember when Naruto Uzumaki got his demon within, they was like, hey, no, you got to use that now.
Yeah.
He used it.
Yeah. Yeah. More than once.
All the time, actually, after that. It was like, hey, I got a demon.
True.
I got it. I'm using it now, y'all.
Yep. Very, very true. All right. And then the second one, I was reincarnated as the seventh prince. So let's go to Christian Archivist comment on Patreon, patreon.com/mycheckwife. You can comment on the episode that goes live. He says, so I have a counterpoint to the Dandadan versus Hell Paradise though. So I guess this doesn't have anything to do with Seven Prince. Sorry. But
we can still throw it in there.
Yeah, I still want to talk about Seven Prince. But he says the tone, since his job is the ever-present workload, he would like stuff like Dandadan that has endless positivity and the sense of overcoming adversity. Hell's Paradise makes you question if someone so strong can survive. Although also knowing Brandon, it's 100% attention span.
Mm-hmm. And that's true because he's also 3D printing stuff in between while watching anime and learning how to do Blender and then working on IT stuff, et cetera, et cetera. I get it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think we came to that agreement already last week when we talked about it. Is that like it's definitely an attention span thing where he knows he's got other stuff he's got to do,
right?
And he watches it with his wife. So
yeah, that's a much more understandable, reasonable correlation to why you would appreciate Dandadan more than Hell's Paradise, because Hell's Paradise it's heavy, it's very heavy, but
it's gonna make you think.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna make you have to think. If you don't think, you're gonna be lost. And then as far as the Seventh Prince conversation go, he mentioned about this episode being like just one of the ones to kind of like break up the seriousness within this arc, which I appreciate him letting us know. Again, we don't want any spoilers or any other contextual ness to the show, because we want to kind of like let it come to us and we break it down that way. But this episode was god awful until the last 6 minutes.
And so I agree, but hear me out. I feel like, and please don't come for me for saying this. It was intentionally bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
like,
so too.
It was definitely like prepping us for the fact that, okay, it's really about to hit the fan. I do wish that it had kept that same pacing to like have given us the crap or the shit hitting the fan, but this is still a comedy centric anime, and I feel like we did get lost in the fact that it got heated, and even in the moments that like when we were underground and we saw how the fusion chimera thing was working with the nerve skeleton dude, and we saw his face, we were like, okay, he is clearly a little upset about that, right? It was so serious for so long that we kind of did forget that, oh yeah, this is still a comedy, this is still kind of funny sometimes, you know what I mean?
True. And I think what it was the snap, right? Like it was just a snap from that to this. I think what this show does extremely well is the way it factors in as comedy and still a more reasonable, tasteful manner. It went from normally doing that, like in the middle of a battle, him getting excited and him either picking his nose while some evil boss is doing a dialogue or something like that. That stuff it's always in there. Like those comedy pieces are always in there, part of each fight. But for it to take such a drastic, like satire-y thing, just felt wrong in this particular moment because of all, like you said, all of the serious tone that we've been getting for the most of this, because it's all about people cutting people up, and even that episode before that one when our cheat girl was fighting,
right?
That was relatively serious too.
This whole season though, like just let's look at this whole season. This whole season has been serious. Even in the only not serious aspects of it was when he was popping off on the angel. Yeah. And the angel was like, I'm stronger than you. He's like, yeah, okay, let's see. And he's doing his thing. And then you got the demon. He's like, look, I'm trying to tell you, this dude is not like what you think he is. And the comedy aspects of this specific season have been turned down so much that, like you said, they've been moments of like, oh, I'm picking my nose, or oh, I'm doing something goofy, or oh, we turn them into cute little chibi figures while something serious is happening. Yeah, me too. That we did forget to say, oh no, this is literally like that. This is an anime that will heavily go that route. But it's been so good for so long that it was easy to forget that could be a thing that we get.
Did it have to go that far left though? No,
that boy, it was right out of there.
You know what I'm saying?
That bat and hit a home run with how wild that was.
It was like they could have still
out of left field.
They could have still executed that in the way that they've been doing it, because it was pseudo serious because of the demon thing they were fighting. It was essentially unkillable. So it was like, that was an interesting concept, and him being an experiment to help end world hunger, and him just taste like that still could have been tastefully done, pun intended, but it just went crazy. Like them changing the title of the show, that part I kind of chuckled out a little bit though. Like I was reincarnated as whatever the fuck he said, and they changed the title screen and had the title screen pop up. That was kind of funny, but then it just went. It just went, and it just kept going. And it kept going.
That was the largest portion of this episode, for real.
Literally until the last 6 minutes, bro. Last 6 minutes when we got to our maid, and that fight was fucking incredible. Like, it was so good. It was so good. I'm like, yo, that insane. So, yeah, I was like, it flabbergasted me, because I feel like what you said earlier. I feel like it was, I feel like it was fluff. We were just fluffing for no reason. Because we got all these fucking crazy fights that we can go to instead of doing this. Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, and like you said, the Chi monk girl.
Oh, so good.
Her moment, man, the story tied to it, what happened. I was like, oh my God, I forgot this. I genuinely forgot that this was a comedy.
Yep.
It did not feel that way.
That's why I used that knee as the thumbnail for 316. It was so good, man. It was so good. Ugh. Just thinking about that show, I'm excited for next week, because I think it's going to be back to its originally scheduled program. Yeah, hopefully. And I'm looking forward to it.
That and Monogra.
Oh my God, yeah. I cannot wait to see my girl go off. My girl gonna pop off.
I do.
My new favorite character.
She was there for. That's the whole reason she came.
Yep. Okay.
It's like, oh no.
Before we can end though, what did you think about the whole them adding the RPG aspect to it? Like, there's multiple games here now. Like, I'm slightly concerned, but.
So I think it's a cool thing, right? Because it means that the people that our MC is going against are live, players, right?
Well, not really. What they just fought was NPCs.
Right, but I'm saying that there are other elements of other games, right? There's a possibility that whoever their demon lord is a real, thing.
Yeah.
So essentially, this could be someone who, let's say, their capabilities are completely different than what we're used to, and they've already proven that in the deluge of this episode, or episodes in general, that essentially this world is similar, but the way that things have been progressing or happening have been a little bit different. Like, where you've seen some confusion, and it kind of explains why he's had that bit of confusion, because it's not exactly the world that he knows.
Exactly.
And so I do wonder, like he said, they said that's why when they brought up like the witch, it was a unit that he was unsure of. You know what I mean? Like, there's elements to the world that he's not sure of. And I do think that's cool. And it does mean that we get to see his strategic actions and mindset in play.
Yeah.
A little bit more as things progress.
Yeah, I'm of both things. I think it's even more unique to bring in other games, because again, the implications of that, right? Like, you brought in this RPG, right? And these NPCs. I still think the Demon Lord is an NPC. Everything about that RPG that they brought in, Questius, I think it's called, is NPC, but there could be a hero player somewhere in that world that also got brought in that is the best at that particular RPG, the best at that game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like he's the best at the 4X game. So that could be interesting. However, I then think about, because I always factor this in when it comes to shows like this. I factor in the episode count. The episode count and the likelihood of it getting more seasons. You know what I'm saying? So we're 12 episodes in. We're on episode 11 coming up. And there's 12 episodes of this. The likelihood of this getting a second season, slim to none, unfortunately. So to introduce this at the end of virtually this season or at the end of the series spells, in my opinion, over convolution. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe it's trying to get people to read it or whatever the case may be, but
because they know they're not getting a season 2.
So that's where I'm like, I wish they kind of didn't do that and just kind of focused on the whole 4X strategy of it all and kind of progressed from there, because now we have this whole piece of game again. Worried about where's the hero at that is the best at this RPG that may have been brought here too, just like I was as a 4X master or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I just hope it doesn't over convolute it to leave us basically stranded with a story that just is going to be unfinished. And that's the only concern I have about them introducing it, because everything else is cool.
We've seen worse shows get season 2s. You know what I mean?
Very true.
So let's hope.
Throw up the shot and hope it don't miss, I guess.
Demon Lord Retry got a season 2.
That's a fact. And that shit is terrible. Objectively, subjectively, all of that. So good point. Maybe it will. I just wish we have to get this to be more popular. And we're going to continue to spout it. It's 67 on Addy List, which is better than I thought it would be, because these people they want beautiful action scenes and fucking great graphics and colorful keys and shit. So, like, I hope it gets more.
You said colorful keys and shit.
But, who's to say? Anyway, now we can wrap up this episode. I'm at Polow Bornfly on all social media.
I'm at King Telliano on all social media.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/MikeCheckWaifu, and subscribe to the gaming podcast, Respect Games, RESPEC Games on YouTube as well. And as always, Mike, check.
Put some respect.
You're now tuned into Mike Check Waifu Waifu. Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? Is that